get to number 4 Florida State, defeating Clemson 31-24 in overtime. Clemson's up 17-14 at half. Florida State never led in regulation. Keon Coleman's dude, right? He called game, right? Had the game-winning TD. Had 9 catches for 86 yards with those 2 TDs. He's got he's got 7 TDs. He's got as many TDs this season as he had all last year at Michigan State. All right, now's the nasty part. I still don't think Florida State's a national championship caliber team. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. You're up 31-10 against Boston College, and they come back, and you only win that game by 2, 31-29. Then I watched Boston College be down 49-14 to Louisville. Okay, all right. Maybe it's a fluke. You beat up on LSU, right? 45-24. Everybody want to tell me about that win. The same LSU that was tied 31 up with Arkansas needed a field goal late to beat Arkansas. Arkansas who lost to BYU who lost to Kansas. When it's going well offensively, it's going well, right? Jordan Travis has got trees to throw the football to, and Keon Coleman, who I mentioned, but also Jaheim Bell, who is every bit of Debo Samuel, right? In this sport, at least. Johnny Wilson, 6'7", 240. Trey Benson running hard, even as they couldn't run the ball for nothing for nobody. Cade Klubnik ain't the dude that we saw last year. I don't know where that dude is gone, but he ain't the guy that I saw last year. He is inaccurate with the ball, and I had to watch Bo Collins and others make some acrobatic catches to make some easy completions. The man never saw the blitz coming. Not only take the sack, you get the fumble. That ends up being 6. That's the difference in the game. You could also say difference in the game is, hey, the kicker that they pulled off the street back on scholarship, who is supposed to be in New York right now at work to try to win them the game, missed field goal. Okay. I'm saying that I don't trust this Florida State team because you got too many things just falling your way right now. Like, Duke might actually be great, but Duke beat Clemson 28-7. You needed overtime. I don't get it. That's not a number 3 team to me. It's not a number 4 team to me. That's barely a top 10 team to me. And the worst part about this is they probably will run through the ACC. And if they're undefeated at the end, and you got a 1-loss, say, Pac-12 champion, knowing what the Pac-12 is doing, you really going to put Florida State in there? I got a hard time with that one, man. But you know what? Again, you got to win at Death Valley, and that was big for Florida State. They hadn't won against Clemson in 7 years. They hadn't beaten them in Death Valley since 2013, right? It's a new dawn for them, and Mike Norvell got the buy-in that he needed from his players to get to this 4-0 spot. But the more that they play football, the more I'm going, are you good? Or are you lucky? Because in this sport, it's about perfection. And even being perfect is not a good look. Ask me about ranking a G5 team that's undefeated. Hey, RJ, they're not that good because you know how they look next to that eye test. All right, fine. Have it your way. You looked at Florida State. You think that they can play with Texas? USC? Penn State? Oregon? Washington? I can keep going down the line here. You going to pick Alabama before you pick Florida State? Yeah, you are. I just need to see more. I need to see you putting people away. I need to see you not just winning games, but dunking on them. Think about it this way. I was in the group chat with producer Kat, and I casually said, what the hell is Georgia doing? At the time, it was tied 7-7 with UAB, right? Off to another slow start. 14-3 against South Carolina last week at half. But we're giving Georgia the benefit of the doubt because they won the last 2 national championships, and they've lost 1 game in 2 years. You are not that Florida State. You got stuff to prove. You got to go. You got to go. You got more to do. You got more to do here. It's not out of reach for you, but I need to see it start to come together. Get out of your own way. Stop the stupid penalties. Get Jordan Travis to, be consistent, arm or no arm, and then we can talk.